Finishing off the NFC with the NFC South, Shawn. Last year, Tampa Bay Bucs at 10-7, Atlanta at 8-9, Panthers at 5-12, the Saints at 5-12. Who do you have winning this division, and do you have a wild card?
So, again, yes and yes. I have, and I think that these two teams could be interchangeable. Okay, I think, and I don't think this will be a good division necessarily, but I think this might be the most evenly matched division of all of them, because I think they're all so close to each other with the exception of the Saints. So for the team that I do have making it, it's Tampa Bay. So I have them winning the division. And I'm just giving that off the strength of the season that they had last year and who they have. I'm going to ride with Baker Mayfield being the best quarterback in that division right now. And then you got a guy like Mike Evans. They drafted a young stud receiver. And I like what they have in terms of their defense as well. And I think the fact that they get to play like the Saints 2 times a year, that will help them a lot. But the team that I'm super excited about, and everyone thinks that I'm a hater of this team, but I genuinely love this quarterback, is Carolina. I think that they're going to make the wild card. I love Bryce Young, and when it was their rookie year and there was a debate of C.J. Stroud and Bryce Young, I've been telling people, and I've been adamant on this point, that it's Bryce Young over C.J. Stroud. It's just the fact that one went to Houston and one went to Carolina, but Bryce Young is quieting the naysayers, and he is slowly climbing out of the pits of hell in terms of bad play, and he finished the last half of the season playing elite football, and I expect with the addition of Tet that offense will be even more explosive. So I think that Carolina, especially with their defense as well, they will be able to make some noise in the playoffs, and I wouldn't be surprised if they not only make a wild card game but win a wild card game.
Wow. You know what? I like the Panthers a lot, Deshaun. I don't have them in my playoff picture. I really thought you were going between the Bucs and the Falcons. I think that's where you were trying to lead me, and then you did a little bit of a step back. I like the Panthers a lot. Listen, I think the Panthers, a successful season this year is like, I think they'll go 7-10, and that's a successful year for them. Their defense is trash, like absolutely horrendous, and I just don't think that they can win enough games with that defense, despite Bryce Young taking a step forward, to make things happen. But I agree with you. There were points last year Bryce Young was clearly outplaying C.J. Stroud, and I do think it was a landing spot issue in Carolina versus Houston. Yes. Now, with that being said, I believe in C.J. Stroud. I do think that he's among the top 10 quarterbacks in the league. Very talented, and he performs big in big-time moments. It's not a Jalen Hurts thing where he has an incredible team around him. He actually shows up and balls out in the playoffs. But with that being said, he did have the sophomore slump last year, and Bryce Young, for the back half of the year, really picked things up. Now they got Tet. I like it. As for my division winner, the Tampa Bay Bucs are my dark horse team this season. I think they have a shot at the Super Bowl, Deshaun. Wow. I don't know if that's crazy to say, but I will.
Might be crazy to say.
It might be. It might be. But when you look at the team, I have them going 11-6 this year, so nothing crazy. I think they win the division. Defense was solid against the run last year, struggled against the pass. Antoine Winfield is back for a full season, hopefully. And you add Hassan Reddick on a prove-it deal. If he can get to the passer, that will help out the coverage game. And then you also draft Ben Morrison and Jacob Parrish, one of them hopefully stepping in to a cornerback role as a starter from the draft. Offensively, Baker's a dog. One of my favorite quarterbacks in the league. Baker's my dark horse MVP candidate. I think that he has a shot with the stats, and if this team wins 11 or 12 games, he could be in the discussion. I don't think he'll necessarily win it, but he'll be up there. Last year, 4,500 yards, 41 touchdowns, and 71.4 completion percentage is really, really, really good. And they're wide receiver university, right? Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, aging like fine wine, and then Emeka Ibuka, obviously, who's the next up. Running backs, got Rashad White, Bucky Irving, elite offensive line. I love it in Tampa Bay. I'm surprised you didn't think too highly on the Falcons. I don't know if you have any comments on that, Deshaun, before we flip to the AFC.
I like the Falcons. I'm just not a fan of Michael Penix. I just don't think that he's going to be the guy that they think that he's going to be, and I am done putting faith into Kyle Pitts. I'm done. I've wasted too many years, too many draft selections. Good riddance. I'm done. I do like Drake London and Bijan though, and the defense is okay. They really invested in edge rushers in the draft, so we'll see if those pay off. But I just think of the of the three competitive teams in this division, I think they have the worst quarterback. And I think we've seen it. This is a QB driven league, and I don't know if he will be able to have actually no. I don't think that he has enough to be able to lead them to success.
Fair, yeah. I have them neck and neck with the Bucs in that division, but I do have the Bucs prevailing, and they are my only team, obviously, coming out of that division. So we'll recap at the end with our top 7 teams in the NFC.